gardening friends, it's Bridget. I just thought I'd come down here in the garden today. It's been raining, but there's been a lot of stuff going on in my garden getting ready for the planting season. I know that it's still in February and I am in Middle Tennessee, but I do a few things so that I can get multiple crop rotation for each bed I get, for each area of my garden. So I already have my cold weather crops, some of them in the ground, and I'm going to be planting some seeds today. I'm going to do my carrots and a few peas. Now, I do not grow enough peas to like can my peas. We use them for snacks in the garden and add to just have a few peas in salads. I don't have the space nor the time to shell peas all day long. So I just thought I'd bring y'all along, chit chat with you a little bit. I have had some questions from my frontline gardener friends about when and what they can start growing. About a week ago in Middle Tennessee, you could have started your peas. I do a few things different with my kale, my broccoli, my cauliflower, and then I have just a few heads of butter crunch lettuce started. So I thought I would just bring you along, show you my beds, and see what you think. Right here is how I get a jump start with my brassicas. It's the end of February in Middle Tennessee. It may still be a tad early for the brassicas, but I like to get my brassicas out so when I'm needing to plant my warm weather crops, these beds are available again. I just added, I got these little supports here from Gardener's Supply several years ago. And then I add that is just the pine bedding like you would use for your pets. You can get it at TSC, Co-op, lots of different places. It's easy for me to get, so that's why I like to use it. And it gives just a little extra added heat for my plants in case it does drop down cold. And then when I'm done with it, I just pile it in my chicken coop, and it helps absorb water for them as well. So it's not like it's just a one use item. Here is the other bed that I had started early. It has just a few individual spinach, my butter crunch lettuce, and then kale. I had purchased the supports for the other bed, but this is just a cattle panel that my husband had cut up for me to have vertical supports. And I use it just to keep the crop cover off of the top of the plants. It works great. And then when I no longer need that, I can use these pieces for support for cucumbers or anything that I want to have go vertical. All right, I'm getting ready to plant some Bloomsdale spinach. These seeds are from Hudson Valley Seed Company. They have the greatest little package. Okay, I'm just broadcasting these spinach seeds. My husband very much loves spinach and a lot of different things. But I use this as a cut and come again spinach. And that's all there is to it. I will come back with just a little straw just to kind of secure the seeds, and I pat them down just to kind of sink them into the ground a little bit. And in just a few weeks, we will be having some spinach. As I was uncovering this bed, I just got done planting some spinach on the other end. I did find a little parsley plant that has survived the winter. I did just cover the whole bed. I covered all of my beds with just pet pine shavings to kind of put them to sleep for the winter. And this little parsley plant survived, and we even had several days in December that was below 0. So I was happy to find this little surprise waiting for me in the garden. I'm going to be planting some carrots on this end of the bed, opposite the spinach. These are from Johnny Seeds. They are a storage carrot, and they're pelleted. I've never grew these before, so we'll see how the harvest is later on in the summer. But yep, at least these are going to be a lot easier to plant and space properly for the square foot gardening rule of thumb, I guess, is kind of what I go by. But those are going to be so much easier to plant. And carrots, you just kind of surface sow them as well. But you do want to leave enough room for them to grow and get the most out of your seed. So just every 2 inches or so, just drop a little seed and then just kind of press it down. You don't have to cover it with soil. I am going to come back and cover this whole bed with straw just to give it a little added protection and to help hold moisture, because if we do have a few days of dry and the sun pops up, we don't want our carrots to dry out or they will not germinate. Now that I've got my carrots and my spinach both planted in this bed, I'm going to cover it with straw. Like I was saying before, spinach is probably my husband's favorite vegetable. Our daughter Katie is an awesome cook. I hate that she's moved off, because now I have to try to step up and be as good a cook as she is. She makes a cream spinach that is just out of this world. I'll try to link the recipe, and maybe I can talk her into doing a video about how she makes her cream spinach, because it's the best. And now we have all of our spinach and carrot seeds all tucked in, and we're just waiting for them to grow now. So this is just a taller raised bed that I grow sweet potatoes in. So I am going to put a row of peas against the cattle panels, because by the time the peas or the sweet potatoes need to be planted, the peas will be up, growing up the support that's offered here by the cattle panels. And by the time it gets hot, the peas are already gone. And we use them, like I said earlier in the video, we use them to snack in the garden, or just to throw a few peas in a salad. I don't really grow enough to warrant canning the peas that I grow. Sometimes I do freeze them. They do well just to freeze them. But peas are a lot of work, but they are a good snack. Okay, well, that's it for today. We have planted peas, spinach, carrots. We've tucked the carrots and spinach back in with just a little straw. I did show you the brassicas that I've planted out. And now I think I'm going to pick me some buttercups and go into the house and get cleaned up. And I think the next video is going to be about more seed starting. I do have a lot of flowers that will need to be started here in just the next week or so, because I love beautiful things. Till next time, bye.